No, we're not moving in the right direction because you have to acknowledge that most of the price of energy is caused by taxes. Now, more than half of the tax for gasoline, for diesel, benzene is made up by taxes. So we need to lower those taxes, and especially we need to cut down on the ridiculous climate policy, because CO2 pricing is also causing our prices to rise actually, and they will raise the CO2 pricing next year again. So we will even have higher energy prices. Looking at the German industry as a German, we have to say that it turns out it was a huge mistake to get rid of nuclear energy. And that's even Ursula von der Leyen has to admit that, even though she voted in the German Bundestag to abolish nuclear energy. And now we're seeing the results. German industry is not competitive anymore because we have way too high energy prices. That's why Mercedes, Volkswagen, ThyssenKrupp, they are all going bankrupt, or they are taking their production elsewhere. From our perspective, the first mistake was to do the green energy transition. It turns out it was a catastrophe. It's a one-way street, and it's leading into economic disaster. That's why we became dependent on Russian gas, because they cut down German energy supplies and they had to import Russian gas. And as soon as the war started, we were left without energy. That's the first problem. But still, I think, or we think, for a smart energy policy, we need to have diverse sources of income, or sources of suppliers. So we are in favor of importing Russian gas or Russian oil. Especially for us in Germany, the Russian oil is very important, and we need to end the war in Ukraine and start trading with Russia again.